Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Before I head inside, just wanted to uh, share with you for a few moments. Uh, it's a beautiful day here in our neighborhood after the heavy rains. It looks like it's starting to clear off, so it's good to have an opportunity to sit here in the parking lot and share with you for a few moments. I do want to let you know that I'm going to be taking a break from Facebook for a little while. I hope to see you again sometime in the fall, but I'll be off for a period of time from Facebook, so I'll catch up to you later on. Uh, but before I go, before I head from here inside, and before I take a little break from being on Facebook, I want to share with you this thought, kind of a parting thought. The good times are not always so good, I think is the way I would summarize it. And it's a thought based on that word goodness that's used to apply to our Lord. I've been thinking about that more this week as I'm preparing for Sunday, as I share about that statement about the goodness and loving kindness of our Lord extended to us. Those words shared at the end of Psalm 23. But here's the thought for you about the fact that the good times are not always so good for us. We so often reflect on the situation that we find ourselves in, and based on how we are provided for. And we recognize the fact that the Lord is our provider, and that all things that we have come from Him. And I love how it's phrased there in Nehemiah 9, as as Nehemiah is reviewing over Israel's history. He talks about that time in which they went from the wilderness into the land of promise, and he describes the fact that they lived in houses that they didn't build. They drank from wells that they didn't drink. They ate from gardens that they didn't plant. They enjoyed fruit from vines that they didn't tend. That the Lord provided His goodness to them, that they enjoyed the goodness of God in the land. But in the next breath, He tells them, He recounts to them the fact that they did not obey the word of their God. They did not obey their God. Instead, they rebelled against Him. And that even in the goodness that God had provided for them, the good times weren't so good. And perhaps the thing that we ought to hold on to with all of that is that whether we're well provided for or whether we have just enough, whatever that is, it is all the goodness of God shared with us, and His desire for us, and His command to us is to not disobey, but to obey Him, to follow in His ways, to do what He tells us to do, to enjoy His goodness, and in that goodness to not rebel, but to obey. Because sometimes the good times are bad for us, and we ought to remember the fact that the Lord wants us to obey Him in the good times and the bad times, the hard times, the times of plenty. And in all of it, what we are called to be are the people who obey and follow our Lord. So I trust that you're going to keep following our Lord, and if you're not following Him now and yet, commit your life to Jesus Christ, and through that, know the great abundance of our good God. Well, I hope you're having a great day. God bless you.